Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. So as you guys have been following, I recently rage quit a toxic job, started a new job, and I feel so much better now that I'm not rushed all the time. I called it Hurry Mania in my last couple of videos, and I also moved to a different part of town to be closer to my new work, obviously. Now, when I was apartment shopping, there was something I was really particular into. I mean, aside from the obvious personal safety, whether or not the house was in good repair, and all that, there was something else that I was looking into. And that was an attitude of my future roommates. I wanted to know how the public areas were maintained, especially the first place I would go when I looked for apartments after the other safety issues checked out was I would go to the bathroom and see what it looked like, especially to see if there was any toilet paper kept in there because of bad experiences I've had in other places. Now, a big red flag would be that there's no toilet paper, and all my future roommates explain that they keep their toilet paper in their room. Now, why is that a bad red flag? The problem is it shows a lack of camaraderie and a lack of teamwork, right? The other place where this could come up is in the kitchen. If there's no kitchenware, even if the kitchen is in really nice, tidy order, and everybody living there explains that they keep their kitchenware in their room. Now, it's a hassle in the first place, right? Imagine needing to use the bathroom, there's no toilet paper. Imagine a disaster at the kitchen, there's no paper towels, you forgot them in your room, you go back to your room and then somebody else comes and slips and falls. Aside from that, it shows a lack of teamwork, and it's a sign of how bigger disputes might be handled, right? Lack of camaraderie and all that. But apartments aren't the only place where lack of camaraderie comes into play. So last week I talked about Hurry Mania, and I think part of the reason work-life balance is so bad in America is the lack of teamwork by everybody who deals with this, right? Everybody Hurry Manias in their own way, and I talk about single bias. Everybody wants to be single in their own way. Now, prior to COVID, there was hardly any discrimination against Asian Americans, not to the extent you would see with Africans, with Hispanics. Now, why? I think part of that is that Asians tend to form one big family. Africans, Hispanics, singles, up until recently the LGBTQ, everybody was their own way, right? There was no camaraderie between them, right? So my message is that you don't want to suffer alone, right? If you're single, be single together with other people, right? If you're in a hurry mania, be in a hurry mania with everybody else, right? Form a camaraderie with your roommates about the public areas, right? That really hurts me when I see public areas being handled like that. I was living in a place where I bought a ton of kitchenware for the kitchen, and then some of it disappeared anyway, and then I bought more, and then the stuff that disappeared actually came back because people recognize what I was trying to do. But it takes a lot of work, and sometimes I have to put a lot of effort just to make one place right, and then somebody else comes along, moves in, and it all goes backward again, right?